Om Shanti. Very often we are asked this question: who loves the most? Do we love Baba more, or Baba loves us more? So what is our answer? Of course, Baba loves all of us more than we love him. Is that right? We also love, but Baba's love for us is more than we have for him. And what is the proof? Baba was able to win our hearts. Baba was able to conquer our hearts by fulfilling all the desires, pure desires in our hearts. So when we think of our Brahmin life, and when we think about what Baba has done to us, we don't know how we can give the return for what he has done to me. Right? There is one song in Hindi which says that even if I take all 84 births for Baba, I cannot pay back what he has done to me. So definitely we all have these deep feelings in our heart. Let me do whatever I can do to give the return, show the proof of my love for Baba. And particularly at this point of time when we are all in Shantivan, Madhuban, anticipating, waiting for BapDada's arrival, BapDada's meeting through the corporeal form in the corporeal world. This desire is growing. Definitely, I want to show my proof of love for Baba. That is my return for his love for me. One interesting thing is, Baba, I don't even have to think what I need to do to give the proof of love. Baba has made it even easy for me. What are the things he would like for me to do so that I can become the lamp of his hope? So definitely when BapDada comes for the first time in this season to meet all of us, his most loved ones, he would like to see each one of us as the lamp of his hope. What it means to be the lamp of Baba's hope is to fulfill the hopes, the pure desires Baba has for me in his heart. And that Baba had expressed in the last season's Muralis in the form of homework. in the form of efforts that he would like to see in our life when he comes back in the new season, that is now in 2008, October. So this evening, I just wanted to share or just to revise some of those homework or pure desires, hopes BapDada had been expressing through the Murlis. So maybe for the next 2 days, we only have tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So we can start spending as much time as possible reflecting on those particular homework he asked us to do, to check ourselves to what extent I have done it. And then maybe we will find a way to present that to BapDada so he can give us the response. As I said, one thing, Baba has so much love for us, so much love, that he doesn't like to see us laboring. You know, when someone loves you, they can't tolerate that person laboring. That is why one slogan Baba had given us is, love and labor cannot go together. Where there is love, there is no labor. And where there is labor, there is no love. So one of the things BapDada would like to see us is liberated from labor, full of love. Of course, at the same time, he has been inspiring us to make effort, not just ordinary effort. He wanted us to make intense effort, but at the same time, not labor. So we can check ourselves to see in the last 6 months, what has been my effort? Was I free from labor, full of love for Baba, moving forward with intense effort? Because Baba reminded us that now the time for walking, running, jumping, all this is over. Now, Baba would like to see us in the flying stage. So whether we call it flying stage, whether we call it intense effort, it is the same. So this is one of the homework that Baba gave us, so that as the time is moving faster, we are able to reach our destination, if not before time, at least on time. So whilst making effort, that means attention, was I moving along without any tension, free from labor, with the flying stage? So that will automatically lead me to the second homework, how Baba would like to see me sitting in the gathering. What kind of gathering Baba would like to see? He said next season when Baba comes, Baba would like to see the gathering of souls equal to himself. That is, complete, perfect angels. So let me ponder over this thought for the next few days To what extent have I become equal to the Father, that is complete and perfect? So to check myself, Baba also gave few questions. So that is, have I become full of all virtues? Have I become full of all powers? So the word that we need to underline in this aspect is all and always. To become complete means to become full, that is full in all aspects and always. So that is why BapDada gave a signal in one of the Murlis. Baba doesn't like us to use two words in the Brahmin dictionary. I'm sure all of us remember. The two words BapDada wanted us to remove from Brahmin dictionary that would allow us to become equal, complete and perfect is sometimes and something. Up until now, we have been using sometimes and something. That is what has not allowed us to be always. So Baba emphasized especially that Baba likes the word Sada. Remember? Always, constant. So let me ask myself, even though I may not be 100% constant, but in the last 6 months, to what extent I have maintained consistency in having all virtues, all powers, all aspects of knowledge. So that will automatically give me an understanding that I am coming close, if not becoming equal 100%, I am coming close to become Bap Saman. Because Baba wants to take all of us together with him when he returns home to Parandam, so we can come back with the first soul, together with the first soul in the golden age. So those who have been making this effort over a long period of time will automatically have the sanskara of being close and equal and accompany Baba as a companion. So the second homework, as far as I remember, is about becoming complete, equal, complete and perfect. For that, to check myself to what extent I have all virtues, all powers, to what extent the consistency is maintained. And a very important underlying homework BapDada reminded us several times in the last season's Murlis, and I'm sure it is very much clear in our intellect, is to change reason into solution. Am I right? Baba said, in other words, become embodiment of solution, not problems. So let me check myself in the last 6 months since BapDada gave this homework. Of course, all of us may have come across so many difficult situations, circumstances, test papers, obstacles from all four corners. But was I an embodiment of solution? Was I an embodiment of reason? So the easy method to become an embodiment of solution or transforming reason into solution is in 3 dots. It's not a complicated method, simple method. When I remember the 3 dots and when I apply the 3 dots at the right time, in the right way, the same situation becomes a solution. So this is something really Baba said he would like to make each one of us in that way, embodiment of solution. So we can reflect, how many situations may have come and how with Baba's help, I have become an embodiment of solution. Baba even said that those individuals, those centers, those countries and zones, whoever has remained obstacle-free, free from obstacles, free from waste thoughts, free from even having impure thoughts totally, they will get prize. Baba would like to give them a diamond cup, he said. You remember that? So I may not be able to take the responsibility of the center or the country, but I am responsible for myself. So as I sit in front of BapDada, when I have looked into my chart, and if I have seen myself, even in percentage, if there is an increase, that's great achievement. Even though we have the aim of being 100%, but we will reach 100% only when we have 99%, isn't it? So we should be able to assess ourselves in a positive way to what extent we have moved forward. And the fourth important homework, Baba said, is this year, means this season, Baba wants us to make our nature so natural that we are able to reveal Baba on different levels. Very beautifully Baba mentioned that when you make your nature natural, because usually when we talk about ourselves, our behavior, we say, oh, that is my nature. I don't mean, but that's my nature to speak loudly. But that is not my nature, that is borrowed nature. Our original, eternal nature is godly, divine. So Baba would like to see each one of us transforming our nature to such an extent that God's nature is seen naturally in our practical life. So Baba said, through your face, you reveal Father's Srimad, through keeping cheerful face and maintaining balance of karma and yoga. When I have my nature natural, these things are revealed practically. So let me check myself in the last 6 months to what extent I have transformed my nature and my sanskaras and made it natural, which is eternal and original, My eternal nature is godly. My original nature is divine. So if I have embraced those nature, so the other borrowed one will automatically disappear. So then when I use the word my nature, I do not refer it to the borrowed, acquired nature of the means the corporate. Many times we talk about my sanskara, my nature, but we always connect it with the borrowed one. But that is not my original nature. That is borrowed, acquired. So, to go deep within to see to what extent this awareness of I and my, when I have used the word I, what came into my consciousness, when I have used the word mine, what I connected myself with. So if I have made my nature natural, my original and eternal sanskaras will be in the emerged form. So that will automatically reveal Baba's Srimad in my behavior, Baba's virtues through my face, and a total balance between karma and yoga. That was another important area Baba drew our attention, because we all have the aim to become deities. We all have the aim to return home with Baba in the bodiless form as we came from home. The fifth homework, I remember Baba said in the last Murli, April, the 2nd of April, that Baba would like to see each one of us passing in all 4 subjects with honors. Right? Because Baba is my teacher and he likes each student to pass with honors in all 4 subjects. So that means I should be able to attain the object of each subject fully. For example, what is the object of the subject knowledge? I know I have passed fully in this subject is to be knowledgeful. Knowledgeful does not mean that I have collected points of knowledge, I can repeat the points of knowledge, I can discuss, debate. No. It means I embody the knowledge to such an extent that I am able to naturally use whichever aspect of knowledge as and when it is necessary. Embody. And what is the object of the subject yoga is to become powerful. And the proof of being powerful is that my yoga takes the volcanic form, and when my yoga takes on the volcanic form, automatically my past sins are burnt and I am able to accumulate an account of charity. Now this is something Baba mentioned and Baba has observed in our accounts several times in the last season. How much we have accumulated on the basis of our effort, how much we have accumulated on the basis of the blessings we have received, and how much charity is being accumulated in my account. So I cannot accumulate an account of charity unless I destroy the sins of the past. As Dadi was mentioning in one of our classes, where there is father, there is no sin. And where there is sin, there is no father. And so I'm sure, once again, Baba may want to look at our accounts and see how much we have increased these three levels of accounts. Accounts on the basis of our own effort, and accounts on the basis of blessings, and accounts of charity. So the object of the subject yoga is to be powerful. And the subject of dharana, the object of the subject dharana is to be essenseful. Embodiment of all divine virtues, essenseful. So to what extent I have imbibed the essence of all the virtues. See the difference between ordinary human beings and deities. They are also human beings. But the only difference is they have divine virtues and we are devoid of divine virtues. So the subject of dharana reminds us to embody the divine virtues, essence-full. And the subject service, the object of the subject service is to be service-able, which means humility. So this is what we need to look at ourselves, to what extent I have passed with honor in all the subjects. That means I am able to maintain balance in all four subjects and move forward in this Brahmin life in flying stage. So if I check myself whether I passed or passed with honor, I can understand that I have come close to my destination. So that means I have moved forward with the flying stage. In other words, to pass with honor in all four subjects means to make my aim and qualification equal. Whenever we are asked, what is your aim? We all have a very high aim. Of course, in the confluence stage, we want to become equal to Baba. And of course, in the future, on the basis of our present effort, we become deities. Aim is very high. But at the same time, how many qualifications I have brought in my life according to my aim? So each one of us can look at ourselves, whatever aim we had kept for the past 6 months, how much I was able to match my aim with my qualification. Just say, for example, every morning we get up, we choose an aim. Okay, I want to do this for today. So am I able to keep my qualification matching with the aim for that day? Short-term basis. Then you can check on long-term basis. So if I want to bring my aim and qualification together means to experience myself thought and action equal. If my thoughts, words, actions match, that is the proof of making my aim and qualification equal. Sometimes we make very big plans. We are going to do this, we are going to do that. But when we check at the end of the day, we have not been able to succeed. So what is one of the reason that comes as an obstacle which don't allow us to match aim and qualification? Lack of determination. Baba had drawn our attention towards determination quite a few times in the last season Muralis. And Baba even said that determination is the key to success. So if I want to be successful in any aspect, whether self-effort or service, I need to have determination. Determination means powerful mind, powerful thought. So when I am able to see my thoughts taking practical shape, so that is my thoughts materializing. And what is that doesn't allow us to maintain the determination? And I'm sure we are all aware of the weakness in the form of carelessness, excuses, negligence. So I need to look at myself in the last 6 months. Was I able to let go of those weaknesses and maintain determination to achieve the aim that I have created for myself? You know, many times I talk to myself. I fix an aim in the morning that this is what I'm going to do today. But then as we go along the day, you know, different influences, different situations will come. So I tell myself, you are the one who fixed the aim that you will do this. And what happened now? That you are moving away. I tell myself, don't you feel shame? You fixed the aim and now you are making it slack. You are allowing it to become loose. No. It is not honor for you to move away from the aim that you have fixed. Why should I compromise my aim for the sake of whatever is happening outside? So I think sometimes it does happen because our attention moves away from ourselves and it goes towards others. It's very, very subtle, you know. The moment my attention moves away from myself and to others, that is the time I begin to lose the determination that I have set. So let me check myself to what extent I have used this key of determination to succeed in making my aim and qualifications equal. So which means that I have kept the balance of all 4 subjects. So keeping the balance itself will allow me to know to what extent I have passed. Definitely one watchword we all took from last season's Murali's homework is 2 words: ever ready and suddenly. Of course, not just last season Murali's, even in the previous years, Baba has reminded us about it. So, let me ask myself, am I really ever ready for any sudden things that will happen, that may have happened? Whenever we use this term ever ready, the thought that comes in most of our mind is, I should be ready to die, you know. I should be prepared to leave my body. That is called being ever ready. But of course, that is one aspect, you know. But ever ready has many, many definitions. Simple way. Ever ready means to be always prepared to give cooperation for any type of service by anyone. You know, even if I have to sacrifice my own comfort, I am ever ready to lend my hand to give cooperation to anyone. Ever ready also means I tell my mind, stop, stop. Start, start. That means if I want to stop thinking other thoughts and become a point, I should be ever ready. The mind should obey my order. If my mind is not obeying order, that means I don't have controlling power, I don't have ruling power, so I am not ever ready. Ever ready also means Baba said and the child did. There is no thinking, should I or should I not? So what it means actually is to be prepared before time. Ever ready means to be ready before time, not anticipating for the time. Because many Brahmins still thinking, oh, if Baba can give us the date of destruction, we will get ready very fast at the last moment and we will go very quick. But that is not possible. According to the law, whatever effort I have been making over a long period of time, so that is what is going to rescue me at the final moments. So, whatever situations, circumstances may have come, of course, Baba said, what you are going to expect, that is not going to happen. What you are not expecting, that will happen. So, under such circumstances, I don't have even a single thought of why, what, how, when, whatever. I am able to apply full stop and just be. See, one is becoming and the other is being. So, ever ready word has many meanings. So, Baba wants us to prepare ourselves to face any situation that is coming from outside, any situation that is created from inside, without any kind of astonishment, surprises, shock. Because someone who is ever ready, they will just move smoothly. I remember one story. It's a story connected with the Yagya, Sakar Baba's practical life in the beginning. In 1937, after the Yagya was established and Dadi's senior sisters, they start to stay with Baba. And once, Brijendra Dadi, Baba's Laukik daughter-in-law, Baba had a bus and she was driving the bus. And due to some reason, when they were driving, the bus met with an accident, and in that bus, most of the seniors like Dadi Prakash Mani, many others were there. So when this incident happened, one of the sisters who was not hurt so badly came to Baba to give the news. This has happened. Means Baba said, first thing Baba said was, nothing new, Baba is coming. So Baba was not affected even slightly, either in the form of a shock or a surprise or astonishment. Immediately Baba arrived at the scene, and Baba's state of mind, of stability, gave so much of power to each one who have got some kind of injury or the other, that there was total silence. Nobody was crying, nobody was making any noise. And people who were watching that scene at that time were really surprised. So Brahma Baba had that dharana of being ever ready for any sudden situation without getting affected without experiencing any kind of upheaval. So, as we know, things will happen which we have not expected. So, under those situations, if I have been ever ready, practicing in small situations, that will give me the title of being victorious at the final moment. Because once we were asking Dadi, what is the difference between success and victory? This morning also Baba said, when you have faith, victory is guaranteed. But before becoming victorious, I have to be successful. So if I have been successful over a period of time, as a sign of being successful, in the end, I get the medal of victory. Victory is the medal for accumulating success over a period of time. And of course, success is again based on total faith. So I think this is one of the watchword we all took last season's Murlis, that we need to be ever ready for any sudden happenings within the drama. So that means I need to experience total liberation and liberation in life when I am in the confluence stage. If I have experienced the stage of being totally liberated and liberation in life in the confluence stage, there is nothing and no one can pull me. So this is why this dharana of being detached and loving is very, very important in order to be ever ready for any sudden happenings. Baba even gave the example of Dadi Prakash Mani, how Dadi was able to remain so detached and loving even in her last moments of leaving the body, even though the whole Brahmin family was around her. It just happened suddenly like this. So whatever effort we have been making over a period of time, that is what is going to rescue us. So I thought it is important for all of us to reflect, on some of these aspects which Baba has asked us to bring it into our life, so we are able to present it to Baba that we have done our homework. We have been moving forward with the speed with which Baba wanted us to move forward. And of course, Baba said that, Baba would like to remind, even after BapDada's season, we have been receiving so many messages from Avyakt BapDada, from Dadi, from all these. The signal is that if I really want to bring the transformation which Baba would like to see in me, the most important power that is needed is power of silence. Because it is through the power of silence I am able to realize my own reality and I can return to that reality. I remember Dadi Janki gave a class recently. She was mentioning that our realization now should be such that we do not repeat what we have realized again. Many times we do have realization, when we have such beautiful gatherings, yoga bhattis, atmosphere powerful. But then that realization slowly disappears and we begin to repeat what we have realized. And so there is no transformation. So this time, at least we can have more reflection, have such deep, before even realization, what Dadi said was, so I need to go into the depth of reality. Because in silence, when we go into the depth of reality, which means returning to my own self, once I am able to realize the reality of the soul, then realization becomes natural. So if there is that kind of realization from the heart, then what I have realized will not repeat again. So that is called real realization. So I remember, Mama's Day message when Dadi Gulzar was sharing with Baba that everyone is doing so much tapasya, so much effort to transform themselves. But Mama mentioned very subtly that, yes, very good, but the transformation that Baba would like to see will happen when there is the power of silence. So Baba has actually emphasized the importance of power of silence that would give us an opportunity to realize the reality, and that reality leads us to the permanent realization. So maybe, for the next few days until BapDada comes, we can reflect on some of these aspects in detail so that we are able to prepare ourselves in a subtle way and create the gathering that BapDada would like to see when he comes. So I just wanted to share some of these thoughts with you. So Dadi Janki will be joining us soon. So we will sit in meditation and await for Dadi's arrival. And Dadi will then continue class from 7:30 onwards.
के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें, मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें। ऐ मेरे मन मीत सुना दूं अपने मन की बात तुम्हें, मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें, मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें। जब से देखा रूप रूहानी और नहीं कुछ भाए, दिल से निकले बाबा बाबा प्यार है इतना पाए। जब से देखा रूप रूहानी और नहीं कुछ भाए, दिल से निकले बाबा बाबा प्यार है इतना पाए। अब तो आंखें कहती बाबा देखूं बस दिन रात तुम्हें, मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें, मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें। दिल में दिया बन जलते। वरदानों में तेरे पलते और दुआ से चलते। जन्म जन्म की ज्योति जागी दिल में दिया बन जलते। कैसी चिंता कैसा गम हो देकर हाथ में हाथ तुम्हें। मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें। मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें। क्या देने के काबिल महिमा तेरी गाऊं। कदम कदम श्रीमत पर चलकर तुझ पर वारी जाऊं। और है क्या देने के काबिल महिमा तेरी गाऊं। कदम कदम श्रीमत पर चलकर तुझ पर वारे जाऊं। ये जीवन ये धड़कन बाबा अर्पण है सौगात तुम्हें। मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें। मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें। ऐ मेरे मन में सुना दूं अपने मन की बात तुम्हें। मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें। मन मंदिर के मूरत बाबा रख लूं दिल के साथ तुम्हें।